Hey everyone, Gabe here from drumbeatsonline.com, a website that helps you become a better drummer. Today, we are learning 3 ways to break into intermediate drumming. So let's jump into it. So I know as a beginner drummer, it can be so difficult to break that barrier into the world of intermediate drumming. Obviously, we all want to take that next step up in our skill level, but we might not always know how. Now, one of the big keys behind being an intermediate drummer is having much more control behind the drum set. Now, there are a lot of concepts that we can learn to help us with our overall control, and today we are going to learn 3 of them. These 3 concepts are going to be dynamics, linear drumming, and unique accent patterns. And today we are going to learn a great exercise to help us improve each one of these things. But first, let's start off with dynamics. Now, what the heck are dynamics? Well, we are referring to the overall volume that you're playing behind your kit. So for example, if you are a dynamic drummer, it means that you have a very wide range of a lot of different volume levels that you can play behind the drum set. There are so many drummers that I know that can only play either really loud or some other drummers who can only play really quiet. But it's very important for us to be a dynamic drummer and to be able to play the full spectrum of volume. So to help us with this concept, we are going to work on an exercise called self-mixing. Now what self-mixing is when we play a very simple beat, and throughout that beat, we try to change the certain dynamic intensity of each one of our limbs. For example, I could play a beat with everything at the same volume, but then what happens if I start to play my hi-hat really quietly, but try to keep the kick and the snare at the same volume? Or then what if I try to quiet the snare down and keep the hi-hat and the kick drum at the same volume? So now what I want us to do is play a simple beat with 1/8 notes on the hi-hat, snare drum on beat 2 and 4, kick drum on beat 1 and 3. So it's a very basic beat, but every measure I want us to switch our dynamics of one of our limbs. Check out this exercise where every measure I switch the dynamics of one of my limbs. Next up is linear drumming. Now, linear drumming is when you are playing a beat or a fill where no 2 notes hit at the same time, which is very different. Generally, when we're playing our beats, the snare and the hi-hat always hit together, or kick drum is always under one of the cymbals. So when we aren't allowed to do this, it makes our beats sound very different and very cool. But more importantly, it improves your independence and overall limb control, which therefore improves your overall control behind the drum set. So now let's learn a linear beat that will be sure to improve your control behind the kit. All right, so what we are gonna start doing is playing 1/8 notes on the hi-hat. Then we are gonna throw the snare drum on 2 and 4, and the kick drum on beat 1, the and of beat 2, and the and of beat 3. So this is a pretty straightforward beat overall, but now, if we look at the sheet music, we have areas of drums where they're hitting at the same time. So what we are gonna do is remove all the hi-hat notes where they coincide with the snare drum and the kick drum. So now we're only left with 3 hi-hat notes overall. Now this makes a relatively standard beat sound a little bit more cool and exciting. So now let's hear what this beat sounds like in its original form, and then what it sounds like linear at a couple different tempos. Check it out. Now, the last concept we have is accents. Now, this might not be a brand new concept, but it's the ability to be able to be creative with your accents and even experiment with accent patterns that used to be familiar with you, but then making one slight change to make it sound completely different. So to illustrate this, we are going to change the accent pattern of the paradiddle today. So if you're not familiar with the rudiment paradiddle, the sticking pattern is simply right, left, right, and then we play the opposite. Left, right, left, left. And we generally always accent that first right and then that first left. So real quick, a standard paradiddle sounds like this. So that's a great rudiment that we can have a lot of fun with, but what happens when we start experimenting with accents? So if we shift that accent note over by 1, so now it's on the second left and the second right, this can start to sound really interesting and unique. Better yet, what if we move our right hand onto the hi-hat and our left hand onto the snare drum and then throw in quarter notes on the kick drum? Now this can sound like a really cool hybrid of a drum fill and a drum beat, especially played in between just a regular beat. Now let's hear what this new accent pattern sounds like behind the kit at a few different tempos. Check it out. Like I mentioned earlier, there are actually a ton of concepts that you can learn to fully break into the world of intermediate drumming. I actually have an entire course specifically for this called Ultimate Intermediate Drum Lessons. In this course, you will start off as a beginner, and by the time you are done, if you really practice all of these exercises, you will be a full intermediate drummer. This is a course that you get instant access to when you become a Drum Beats Online member, as well as hundreds of other drum lessons. If you'd like, you can actually get the first lesson of Ultimate Intermediate Drum Lessons for free if you click right here or in the link in the description below. It's a full lesson on linear drumming with a bunch of exercises that will really help you master that concept. I think you are going to love it. So which one of these exercises is your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below or ask me any questions. I am always happy to answer. Thank you so much for watching this lesson. I really appreciate it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.